What is going on, guys? We are back for another DSP video, and today we are talking about DSP co-streaming with a meth head. One of his biggest dents, outperforming him as a streamer. He plays a life sim game and dies after one day of actual work. What a week it was. And we start off today in PWR's chat, where apparently on DSP's day off, the official account of DSP was in the chat, but it's not who you think it is. And apparently Darziak still has access to DSP Gaming, and he decided to go to PWR's chat and start talking in there. And well, we got some interesting stuff going on here. Like this one, let me tell you, if I saw PPP, I would pimp slap him if I saw him face to face for talking about my wife. We have a bunch of ducks here. Let's get some contributions to my biggest fan. And he also said, ack. And also this one, anyone see when I trolled that being said by private in the video they were reacting to? Then apparently Darziak not only did editing work for DSP, he did it for other people, and says DSP is a special case, lol. Only edited 2 channels in this name. The rest, I use a different name. So apparently he's going around working for other people, probably actually for money for other people. Imagine if they found out and they're like, hey, are you Dragon Boy? Are you the one that's fixated with cum inflation? Then also in chat, let's get 220 viewers in here. King Sly T is my homie because I'm the white LTG. Then he showed off a bunch of band names in DSP's chat and said the only detractor name on the list is Raw Phil. Then we have some band kick names including Monster Hunter Fan Real, DSP Loves Sex Offenders, Playin' Fake, Dead Rabbit Real. And today, DSP was supposed to play the Fatal Fury beta, however he's already rage quit that. As he put this out, the more I see, the less I want to buy and play the new Fatal Fury. People have already discovered easy 100% combos and broken strategies. The game isn't even out yet. There will be no time of discovery, just endless sweats and no fun. The modern FGC has ruined fighting games in my opinion. Then DSP went on a rant about Kino Casino and the whole king gimmick, because people were saying, now that you're done with Kino Casino, are you gonna get rid of the king gimmick? And DSP said, this is my gimmick, and I can use it any way I want. I'm the one that invented the King of Hate. Of course I can't do it in this era, but I embrace the king gimmick. And says he just won't use the of hate part. So he confirmed that he's using the King of Hate gimmick, but just won't say of hate. DSP once again contradicted himself, saying that anyone who collects stuff as an adult were children. Then he complained about the cost of the pack of cards he opens up on Smart Guys, and he said they were $70 for a case. Remember, there's 4 packs in a case. He opens up each pack for $100, so that's $400 he makes on that $70 case. Then DSP purchased this for his background, and he probably put this in his office so Kat didn't think it was a giant Joe Louis snack. And with Darziak gone, DSP has announced that DSP Throwback is now indefinitely on hiatus. Remember dude, this was a passion project. He didn't care about money, but now it's over because it's not making him money and there's no one to edit videos, dude.
What happened to DSP Throwback? The channel is on an indefinite hiatus. I can give you full details about that on the podcast tomorrow. I don't want to go into it today. It's a combination of factors between cost, actual interest and engagement, and one of the editors having to go on hiatus. So because of 3 things that are kind of going on at once, we haven't really worked on the channel. I'm not even kidding you. You are the first person who asked, and there hasn't been a new video over there in about a week and a half. So that just goes to show you there wasn't much interest in the channel anymore, at least for the restoration projects we were doing. But I can talk about that on the podcast tomorrow. If you remind me and ask me, I will give you the full story on what's going on over there. Okay?
Then on Smart Guys, when Ethan Ralph was on, it was obvious he was on something, drunk or high or both. But DSP is explaining that Ethan Ralph was slurring his words and nodding off because he got tired. He's not used to streaming that long. Yeah Phil, I'm sure that's the reason. Then DSP decides to go on a rant, unhinged, about the FGC and how they ruined modern fighting. And he's going to talk about how people put strategy guides on YouTube and tech videos. And keep in mind, when you listen to this, last year when Street Fighter came out, DSP kept saying, I've watched pros play this. I've watched tech videos. I was studying videos last night. But now, when everyone else can do it, it's a bad thing. Because DSP just wants to beat up on scrubs, cheat his way to a victory, and that's really what it is. He's a washed up, never was in the FGC, and he's gonna call them brain dead losers too.
And I will say this, thank you for the early support. You've already got me more than a third to the goal. But the concern is thus, when I start playing fighting games, obviously I'm focused on the fighting game, and typically I don't really get to talk with you guys that much. Since it's not going to be a very interactive stream, it makes me worry if we're going to get any more contributions. Seriously, it does. So, what do we want to do? Really, what do we want to do? Do you want me to play this game? Do you not want me to play this game? What do you want to do? Because I feel like I'm going to start playing the game, and there's going to be 0 contributions, and then I'm going to start mentioning it, and everyone's going to be upset that I'm mentioning contributions. Because it's not an interactive stream. And to be honest, I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of getting criticized because if I put out certain kinds of content, people tend to contribute. And fighting games simply have not been it recently. So I don't even know what to do at this point. Like,
of course, the real reason is because he got beat down last time. He is bad at Fatal Fury. And he blames the FGC. He called them sheep, called them losers, brain dead idiots, you know, the usual DSP insults. But he also at the same time wonders, why does no one in the FGC like me? Why do they hold grudges? They think I'm that toxic person from 20 years ago. I wonder why, Phil. I wonder why. The topic of his wife making him a cake for his birthday came up, and he said, the cake she makes me most of the time, I have 1 or 2 pieces, and the rest goes to waste in the end. I get rid of the rest because I'm not a big sweets enjoyer, and I feel bad. Remember, this is the guy who said he's a chocoholic, and said if there's chocolate in the house, I'm gonna eat it right away. I have to limit myself. The real reason is every single year, he complains that the cake that his wife makes is always dry. And there's been at least a couple of years where the day after he eats the cake, he gets sick, and his wife gets sick. Funny how that is. And of course, DSP was not done yet, ranting about Fatal Fury, and he had this to say.
the game's not out. This isn't competitive. It's a beta. I'm supposed to be getting a taste for how the game is, and I'm going to get my ass handed to me by someone who plays like a pro player. That's not the point. But that's what the FGC doesn't fucking understand. They're so up their own ass with, oh, I'm going to be the first to expose. I'm going to get clickbait views. I'm going to be Mr. Popular because I put this on the internet. Look at me. I'm such a hotshot. Measure the size of my ASCII code e-penis because I posted up the meta of this game first. No one fucking cares.
Then remember how DSP says, I make pennies for my on-demand videos. Well, he's now asking you, support this stream because he's getting copyright claims on Disco Elysium. That is right. He makes barely nothing on YouTube revenue, so you have to support him on the live stream. Make that make sense. Then yet another lie from DSP, where he says him and his wife go for little walks every day. Of course, it's basically from the couch to the fridge and back. That's their little walk. Then the next DSP tries it. Are you ready for this, guys? He's gonna get a Happy Meal, an adult meal from McDonald's, with a toy, special packaging made specifically for the Minecraft movie coming out. But remember guys, he's not a children's entertainer. Of course, yet again, detractor rant, mentally stunted, blah blah blah. Then he had this huge rant about a mix-up with Amazon where he ordered the Lego Minecraft set, then it never came, so he called customer service, and they said, oh, give you a refund, but when the item actually comes in, just return it and you'll get the full refund. And DSP went on a rant about how that's not great. He wants his refund now. It doesn't matter if it's still coming in the mail. He wants it now. And it was the biggest Karen thing I've ever seen. Then remember, his goal last week for DSP Tries It was Chick-fil-A. Well, Mr. Roman Catholic didn't realize that Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays. So get fucked. He's gonna have to do it tomorrow. Then went on to describe Chick-fil-A as a Christian-style company. Then gets a tip from Dumb Woman, which, let's be honest, this is Kirk. And Phil says, oh, that's just the name of the person that tipped me. I would never insult a woman. Cue back like 2 weeks, you called Lex a slut, called her a stupid bitch, and the countless other women you've insulted over the years. Then remember when he was complaining, Everyone put the meta of fighting games online, so there was no discovery. Nobody learned by themselves. Oh, guess what, guys? He said someone sent him an email on how to play Disco Elysium. Funny how that works out, Phil. So DSP officially rage quit Fatal Fury, and instead, he decided to play Enzio, a Korean version of The Sims. And why did he choose this game? Because it's one of the most trending games at the moment. It's early access too, remember? He always says, I'm not gonna pay for early access. That's stupid. And he also says, I'm not like all those other streamers that jump on trends and play whatever's the hottest game now. Guess what? He did both. And as you can see, he tried to make himself in the game as well. And that hairstyle that's on the character, he said, that's just like mine. No, Phil. No, it's not. And DSP spent almost an hour and a half creating his character. And he got to this section here and said, this doesn't really look like me. I'm skinnier than this. I'm not as wide as I used to be. Then we see the side profile of the character and DSP. And look at this. This is an abomination right here. By the way, looks like he's wearing a skirt, just saying. Then we have DERICH, 2/20th of Kumland. He went for the sex tourist look. Then we have Gamerface Gaming, art imitates life, and it's Phil playing a game on a computer. We have DERICH 220, same sleeping situation in the game as in real life, and we see 2 beds, one for DSP, one for his wife. And then in the game, DSP had to do something he would never do in real life, and that is look for a job. And he was confused, he didn't know what to do. Man, once everything dries up, this is gonna be hilarious to see in real life. And the money wasn't there. Nobody was supporting, so you know what that means. OT. And he sat there just waiting for money. Not saying anything, just waiting. Come on guys, let's go. Give me the money. Then he got the money and guess what? Boom, he's gone within a second. And he barely got over the goal. $7 over the goal, that is. I like how before he was getting like $300-400 a stream. Now he has to stay overtime just barely to make the goal. It's drying up, DSP. You know it is. And look who else is playing the game. It's Lex. And look at these horrible, horrible thumbnails for the game that DSP made himself. And then we get to Disco Elysium. And not only is Yakuza a game he sleeps to, it seems like Disco Elysium is going to be another game where DSP falls asleep. And would you look at that? At the end of the stream, there was a miracle, a Whale Mary, a $130 tip from someone who's never chatted before in the stream. Funny how that happened. Then DSP said he's quitting Disco Elysium because views were down and chat was disengaged. He hit the goal, but he wants to talk about it more on the next podcast. And then he got $182 for Disco Elysium, with $130 coming from one person. And he had this to say during the stream.
We are set on the path. There's little else to do.
By the way, for some reason, chat is dead silent on the YouTube side and hasn't spoken for me. Oh, there it is. Yeah, the chat didn't talk for 7 straight minutes. You guys are that quiet. What's going on the YouTube side? Kig people are talking. YouTube is dead.
But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity?
Then DSP got to a daily rap, and he's trying to justify why he should quit Disco Elysium. And saying, it's not a wage quit, dudes, we made the goal. But it's you, the audience, you were disengaged, and you didn't show up, dudes. It's your fault.
I wandered into a bookstore. This bookstore became a 2-hour-long side quest where you would keep uncovering more and more mystery, more and more story, more and more puzzles, more and more everything. It just kept going, more and more and more and more. And don't get me wrong, it was entertaining. But for the audience, a 2-hour narrative-based side quest, I think it kind of shocked them, okay? People stopped responding. There was a point, 7+ minutes, no one talked on YouTube. No one was tagging me. No one was talking with me or having any conversations. I was immersed in the game, and I was having a good time, but there was a disconnect. It felt to me like I was playing the game for myself and not really for the audience. And that's not a good thing because I'm live streaming for an audience. Get it? Now, here's the funny part about all of that. Because someone might say, well, Phil, sounds like he's going to wage quit this game, which is one of the criticisms I've gotten over the last year, that if a game's not making me money, that I quit it. Well, guess what? I made $180 tonight. So, for those who like to say that kind of nonsense, you have to understand that's not the situation. The situation is I am a creator that's making content to entertain people. If the audience that was there live wasn't entertained, but a small group were, and they supported the stream, because there was one giant tip from one person, and then a few others, a normal size tip from someone, and then some smaller contributions, it all added up to $180. So we hit the goal. Now we're at 82 out of 90. But it definitely did not resonate with the whole audience. Most people were disconnected and not enjoying it. So here's the question. What do I do? Do I keep this game in the rotation? Do you know what I was told tonight? Disco Elysium is 40 hours. I'm 4 hours into a 40-hour game. I'm 1/10 in, and the entire audience was dead, disconnected, and not talking to me. So how do I treat this? I honestly don't have the answer. Do I continue playing it because I'm enjoying it and I'm getting support? Or do I listen to the live audience that said, yeah, this sucked. Basically, attendance dipped. We went from over 400 viewers down to less than 200 by the end of the night. And that's combined between both Kick and YouTube. We had that few attendees because people were saying the game is too boring. So I don't know.
And that brings us to Monday. And DSP put this out on Twitter. On Monday, we discuss Disco Elysium, my birthday marathon, and the 100 Goals Reward event on a chill podcast. And look at that. How many times has he rage/wage quit Street Fighter 6? But now, dudes, it's back. But the question is, for how long? Then we have some band names over on Kick. Spike Vincent Child Rapist. DSP Projection is real. $1,200 phone. Small Italian Sausage real. Renton Snort Fort Experiment. Snaked by a Zoophile real. Simps give Piggy 2 days off. Put it on clothes you SLT. Not even N-words want cat. Get shit canned. Snakes everywhere real. No Easter Bunny this year rip. PPP kill cat DSP kill rabbit. I don't get ass 2013. Stop wasting your money. And Force Ghost Bunny. Then this was funny in chat. Crimson. E-bagger. DSP Gaming. Hello. Then in a moment, that is so dumb, DSP accidentally turned off Kick and then blamed it on Jasper, saying, oh, Jasper must have touched the keyboard. Of course, this would not be the first time he blamed something on Jasper. Then he was talking about DSP Throwback and saying he can't do it, he has no editors, and it takes 8 hours to work on one video on DSP Throwback. That is absolutely not true at all. Then again, this is the same guy who said he had to babysit his uploads all night, aka Jin and WWE Champions. And this was really funny, so everyone knows the crown that's in the background is a queen's crown, but DSP still thinks it's a king's crown. And he's fighting people, because the detractors are morons. They don't know what they're talking about, dude.
Here's the funniest part. You ready? How you expose stupidity and just nonsense from morons who are mouth droolers? These idiots actually think this is a female crown. Except this is the same style of crown that Jerry the King Lawler used in WWE forever. It is a universal crown that was worn in England and other European countries for many years. It's not a female crown. You're just a moron. You know, also like when I wear my white cardigan sweater and people are like, that's a women's sweater. No, you're just a brain dead idiot. You hyper obsess over dumb shit and you turn it into farces and you talk about it like it's a fact. It's not. That's in your little pea brain where you believe that because you're an ignorant moron.
And there we see the Queen's Crown, $20 by the way. And look at that, it's DSP's exact crown. But of course, dudes, can't give the detractors a win, dude. Then DSP went on a huge rant about PPP and Kino Casino and how DSP is morally better because he doesn't hurt people. He just does chill, positive content. And Kino Casino are just hacks. They have no content. They just bully people and they're all about the drama. And anyone that watches them is mentally deficient. Then goes on to say that PPP is the Pied Piper of retards. And it's so funny because he's trying to be pre-Kino DSP, where dudes, I just want to chill, I want to have a fun, positive, meaningful time. Yet this is the same guy who approached Kino Casino and did that RTU documentary react to it. Remember with the poker case and the chips and everything? But of course, he's not about drama, dude. And he's begging you, please guys, please support the stream, because I spent $50 on Legos, and not only any Legos, Minecraft Legos. And we're gonna build it together, dudes, on my birthday, because I'm a mature adult with a business degree. And DSP's upset, because people are not supporting on Kick, and says he worked very hard to co-stream on Kick. I think he means dual stream. And what was the hard work that he did? He set up an account on Kick and then used Restream. Man, that's hard work right there. I don't know how you could survive that, Phil. I mean, god damn, that's like what, 10 minutes of work? What a jackass. Then DSP was talking about Ethan Ralph and was saying he doesn't know anything about this Groypers group, but thinks it's something positive on the internet. Then someone had to point out that it's actually anti-Semitic and all the people that are involved in it, and he goes, oh, I didn't know that. Why would you say it's something positive then first, Phil? For a guy who says, I never order out, I only eat fast food once a week, he is now going to be ordering out several times this week for DSP Tries It. Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, plus his birthday, and who knows what he'll have on his day off. Then he explained why he can't do DSP Throwback yet again, saying that it didn't bring in the money that he liked. He said at the start of it, which is an absolute lie, it brought in thousands of views, which it didn't even bring in hundreds of views, Phil. And he said, it's not making me money, I can't do it, I can't edit it, there's no team working on it. And then, straight from that, started begging, come on guys, support the stream please. Let's hit the goals, let's get one of each, dudes. Then DSP said something he thought was a flex. And listen to this. DSP said his momentum was gaining steam until Kino Casino ran out of ideas. Think about that, Phil. If your whole presence, your whole brand is relying on other people and other people's ideas, and you can't do anything for yourself, that's not a flex right there, Phil. Then again, talking about Kino Casino, saying they have no content, they suck, and they're hacks. Then he was asked about Nexus mods because he paid to download the Dark Souls mods, and someone asked, are you still paying for it? And he said, I don't know. I guess it rolled over. I haven't checked. I wonder how you got in such bad financial trouble, Phil. Then he was asked, are you going to do anything for April Fools? And he said he can't because his life is already stressed out. And also he revealed he's being kept afloat by an increase in donations he's received from YouTube. Remember, this guy always says, I'm not in a bad financial place. Then people were pushing back saying, why are you attacking Kino Casino? Don't you think this will backfire because the people that watch them and you will kind of resent that you're making fun of them and attacking them? And he said he isn't trying to hurt the Kino Casino, he's speaking factually. And then Steve of the Dead, 43-year-old man having a Minecraft themed birthday, including playing Minecraft, eating the Minecraft meal from McDonald's, and making a Lego Minecraft set. It's getting very hard to argue that he's not autistic. Then DSP started playing a game, and we have Otter, looked in on DSP, $78, begging, just about to go on a break, moaning. You can just look in at certain times and be guaranteed to see begging and moaning. And look at that, $100 from Anonymous. Funny how that happens. At the end of the streams, there's always an anonymous tip that comes in to top them up to hit almost exactly the goal. Funny how that is. Then DSP said, my content is entertaining, it's just too smart for you. Now he went on to rant about how his content is so much smarter than everyone else's, and nobody understands it except his audience. Yeah, I'm sure Derek, Jade, Slayer, and Hiseo are some of the most smart people on the planet. Then he just won't let this go, accusing PPP of wanting a gay relationship with him because he invited him on a boys trip. And then DSP got his Chick-fil-A DSP Tries It, and he was shocked at this drink. Look at that face. Look at that shocked face. Then one of the most cursed images of DSP you'll ever see. My god. It looks like David Hasselhoff when he ate that burger off the floor. And of course he got $200 on the first stream. with $100 from Anonymous. And DSP was saying how PPP was so lonely and a loser because he was texting Phil at 2 a.m. Despite Phil in the past and in the exposed DMs that he leaked shows that he was texting people at like 1, 2, 3, 4, and sometimes 5 a.m. But of course, other people are the losers. But if you do it, it's okay, it's no big deal. Then he was complaining because money is down on Kick, and he blames Kino Casino for him losing over 300 subs. Man, Phil, if only you were more entertaining and you could keep those people. But then again, it's Phil. He's not self-aware. Then goes on to say he doesn't talk for hours about Kino Casino drama, despite him every single stream talking about Kino Casino drama. And despite him getting over $1,500, he's complaining that his Chick-fil-A meal cost him $23. And as Poems Past points out, that's with DoorDash fees on top of that. Then of course, Kino Casino was back all over DSP, saying DSP melts down at casino, PWR dent war, and more.
Whoa, buddy! It's Monday and it's time for the Kino Casino there. Time is like a flat circle in the Sportex, and every day is the same as the last. And this show is basically like the last one. Phil's seething. Phil's melting down.
Never stop
Phil's upset. His crown is a girl's crown. His crown has fallen for the third time. He's the third time. The third time his crown has fallen there. He's not happy. He's begging for allergy medication. He's fucking blaming us for why it all went so wrong.
Yeah.
There was all this momentum, you see, until apparently we ran out of ideas, and then the momentum ended. So he was entirely reliant on us for his momentum there.
And we have his begathon
He's not
for
able
today.
to get. Oh my God!
He did not hit the goal.
Well, he's like,
Spoiler.
listen, I'm not gonna play games until I get to $50. Well, he didn't get there.
46.
But he still had to play the games. Because, you know, Phil, you're a slave, buddy, Phil.
He's a bum.
He's a bum.
He's broke.
He's a beggar. He's broke. Also there, the PWR dent war has begun. PWR has lit fire to the casino in his video game.
Yeah, he's the
He's got it
Sims.
this time. He's battling his mom. His mom's calling the cops on him for drug dealing. Apparently, he has Covins or something like this. That's
People
what
are
he said.
calling in the battles with
They're calling in to confront PWR there, the dent of it all. Also, we got Nick Fuentes. It's not really going so good.
It's
He's
over.
basically given up on Cozy. He's given up on AFPAC. He bought ChatGPT and it couldn't help him.
What do you mean?
Not even ChatGPT could help him. Well, he was unable to do interior design.
No.
This is the gayest thing you ever hear. Buddy is like, listen, I needed interior design help. So I got ChatGPT to redesign my room.
Okay, wait.
No, I don't even know. He killed his fucking animal, the piece of shit.
What?
By feeding, he fed his pet rabbit plastic
Oh, I heard that. Yeah.
until it got a gastrointestinal issue and died.
Monster.
So, I don't know, the sector is filled with dead wabbits. It's wabbit season or whatever. It's all Egypt would say.
Ash, Ricada's
Also,
back.
Ricada is back. Kind of.
His comeback tour is not going so well.
He's
folks.
he's at Dick Masterson's Barbie Dream Mansion, buddy. And nothing else really happened.
Talking about the
Ralph
body
was-
cam and
Ralph
cum.
was disrespected there.
Yes.
Ralph wasn't allowed at the Barbie Dream Mansion by Diddler Dax. He was banned. But Ricada was allowed. And then after all the simping that Ralph did for Ricada, tonguing his balls, going after Aaron, had to face a crime charge there for Ricada and plead guilty. Ricada won't co-sign him. Ricada won't defend him. just shafted Ralph. Just destroyed him. Then we've got This Week in Cuckoo.
Ooh, this one's good. This one's good.
Yeah, we've got the Indian scammer episode of Marketplace. Apparently, because Canada has become India, there's a lot of scammers now.
You don't
So
say.
the boomers have put together a dream team of YouTubers
Kit
to
Boga?
defeat the Indian scammer menace.
Base.
We're gonna watch it. Also, we've got updates on Carney. Carney getting heckled, saying he molests children. There, it's tough for Carney. Doug Ford saying he's gonna bring extreme pain to the American people. He's gonna hurt the
Negative flag.
American people.
Oh,
I don't think it's very smart there
Yes.
by old Dougie, but
we have the hindsight, the quartering.
the quartering.
How he became broke. There were signs early on that we missed.
Just a few months ago, he had to fire all these employees.
For this news?
Now we know why he had to fire the news division because of his lame coffee brand.
The comment.
Imagine, instead of doing something actually tangentially related to your woke news grift, like a conservative news company, which kind of makes sense, instead it coffee brand coffee. Right. Now, no money, no staff, no news.
It rhymes.
Bankrupt there, huh?
And we got
Tough.
we got
It's tough.
Burst versus
You
the
have
Rumble
merch.
CEO.
Is the Rumble, are you sold yet on the show? Are you gonna tune in at 8:30 yet, guys? Come on, you gotta tune in 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Kick. We got merch. Come on.
It's good piece.
And now DSP is going to explain how he gets rid of hiccups.
No, I'm not playing SpongeBob Night Shift. Stop asking. Okay. Ooh. Oh, no, now I got a hiccup. Oh, that's not good. Hope I can get rid of this hiccup. I don't want to have hiccups all night. Oh, yeah, I got him. All right, let me see if I can get rid of him. Ready? Here is my hiccup cure. I'm going to show it to you live. This is how I always cure hiccups. Are you ready? Okay, the hiccup should be gone. That's my hiccup cure. It's worked every time I've tried it. It works. You have to...
Then a quote from Kino Casino, who wants to see a guy in his mid-40s play with Legos. Now remember, DSP was bragging about his meaningful, chill content. So let's take a look exactly what DSP means. And despite DSP playing all the Yakuza games, he's still having trouble with the combat and keeps dying. You know how hard it is to die in the Yakuza game? They are extremely easy. But then again, it's DSP. And then throughout the night, it was all Dumpy Koala. Every single thing that came in was Dumpy Koala. Like the cuck loser that he is. And DSP kept saying, guys, come on. We have to have someone else other than Dumpy Koala support, please. Come on, let's do this. He can't be the only one supporting dudes. And he kept getting pissed off at Pirate Yakuza, where he doesn't understand. You have to keep moving. But of course, DSP just wants to tank through everything.
like this works well. You build up tons of meter doing it this way. What happened? I'm holding Y. He didn't charge his gun. Dude. What is wrong with this shit? So they just can snipe you for 50% damage each hit. Dumb. It's not like I haven't maxed out my health. I have. My health is way up there. The game is just full of fucking shit in this final fight. Completely unfair.
Then we have Bobby Starsky. I love that there's zero filter.
The internet, I don't want to start drama and arguments with other people.
You're doing
It's
drama
ridiculous.
and arguing with me right now, you stupid cunt. How stupid can you possibly be? I don't want to do drama as I'm doing drama.
He's the worst.
Now this is really funny because DSP is a tough guy when he doesn't have to be face to face, voice to voice with anyone. But as soon as he's confronted, he starts crying, pissing his pants, acting like a bitch. And someone asked him, why don't you say this stuff to Kino Casino's face? And this is DSP's response.
Dave Davey did a $2 super chat. He says, why won't you say this to their face? Because I'm not going to ever be a part of their content ever again. I'm not going to go on their show. What are you, retarded? Why would I ever give them another moment of time? If I'm going to say this, it'll be in my content, so I benefit, I get the views, I get the boost. I'm not going to give them anything ever again. They don't deserve it. What did they do to deserve more of my time? You're out of your mind. What's up, Game Boy? How are you today, man? So I'm a coward? No, I'm intelligent, you stupid idiot. When you have someone who is your opposition, who's someone who has nothing but disdain for you and can do nothing but personally gain out of your involvement, you don't involve yourself with them. Don't you get it? That's how you fuck them. You don't give them the free win. You don't walk into the lion's den like a moron and give them a freebie. Well, that's the dumbest thing possible.
Then in a moment that is absolutely hilarious, people were telling DSP, oh, if you like a game, just play it on your own when you're offline. And he says, I don't have time to play games offline. But also brags about WWE champions all the time. So which is it, Phil?
It just doesn't seem like a game that's engaging to an audience. But maybe it is a great game that deserves praise and a game that people should play in their private time. The thing is, I don't have private time to game. I don't. I literally don't game in my private time. All my private time is spent with my wife, my cat, maintaining a household, doing things outside of gaming. So, I'm honestly not sure.
In the next clip, you're gonna see why DSP has no self-aware at all. Because despite only having whales and simps, DSP thinks he has thousands of viewers and thousands of supporters every single day. And he says, I don't want to rely on only whales for hitting the goal.
And like I said, the other thing is, this is what ends up happening, right? So, we had an incredibly supportive person. What the hell just happened with my chat? We had an incredibly supportive person last night. All right. Swiss treats. Giant tip. So we hit the goal right away. This is amazing. Thank you so much, Swiss treats, right? But I don't want to put pressure on one or more people that they know that they're the only people who are supporting a game playthrough, and if they don't show up and support it, that it's a night that's a dead night. I don't want to put that on anyone, and I feel like they might actually start feeling that. They know that, oh, I'm the only person who's coming by and throwing any kind of support for this. So if I'm not there, Phil's gonna have a dead night. I don't want that. I feel like that's kind of unfair. And Swiss Treats literally told me to stop playing it.
Then I found this funny, so I was watching Queso, and he decides to dress up his character in a cowboy hat, gunners, a vest, a dress shirt, with also a goatee. I wonder who that looks like. And DSP yet again saying he cannot take vacations because it will traumatize Jasper. And the real reason is probably because he doesn't want other people to know all the animals that are in that house that could violate his HOA and get him in major trouble.
So we are definitely afraid that if we were to go and take him anywhere, he would be traumatized. Now, for example, let's say we go away for a week, right? Well, obviously we would need to have someone take care of it. We have to think about it. Do we have a house sitter come by and do it? Do we put him in board somewhere, room and board? But the boarding stuff also is scary. He's not at home. He's in a place he's never been before. You know, we don't want to traumatize him. He's had a great life here with us, and that's very messed up to take a pet and take it out of its natural way for personal gain or a vacation. And, you know, that's on us. That's the kind of cat he is. Not every cat's like that. He is, you know? So we don't know what we're going to do, but it's really not of anyone's concern, quite frankly.
And look at that, $155 for Pirate Yakuza. And majority of that, like 80% of that, came from Dumpy Koala. What a cuck. And that brings us to Tuesday. So let's look at some band names on Kick, including Sissy Phil Rabbit Cry 3, Dead Rabbit Dying Horse, Suffering Overdue, Steel Toe is a Cuck, Jasper's Litter Box, Cat Became a Wider Person Real, My Wife is Fat Get It, and Phil No Life Fat Wife Real. The DSP puts this out. Today's first stream is live, and I'm about to drop some huge changes to my streams moving forward on the podcast. We also have a plan for the 100 gold celebration event. Then DSP puts this in the chat. I just saw the price of the Minecraft meal, LOL. Then we see the Minecraft Movie Big Mac meal, $10.59. And also Minecraft Movie 10-piece Nuggets meal, $10.99. Remember, he got over $1,500 for this. Then DSP's big announcement, his April Fool's joke, is that his background is from the condo in Connecticut. That's a great reminder, Phil, that you're such a loser that they foreclosed on your condo. Good job, Phil. Good job reminding people about that. And he had to say this as well.
And for any female viewers that are watching this right now, I want you immediately to do one thing for me. Take your goddamn top off. All right, so now we're back to business. Now,
then of course, because DSP is not about drama, dude, he's gonna start attacking It's a Gundam. And I find it really funny is before Kino Casino he said, I don't know who It's a Gundam is, never heard of him, never watched his stuff, I don't know anything about him. Now he knows everything about It's a Gundam. Funny how that is.
I know that It's a Gundam is a bitch. We don't need to talk about that. I've already talked about it many times, that the guy's a coward. He didn't want to face me, but he'll only do it when it's a shooting gallery style, when it's like an easy win for him. He's a pussy bitch, and I don't want to deal with him ever again. I mean, I never dealt with him before either. The guy's just a fucking loser moron. I don't know why anyone would watch his content. His voice is so grating and fucking, like, it's like nails on a chalkboard. Anyone who likes that has to be mentally stunted. Like, there's not even a way to say, oh, this is funny. It's not. It's just really bad content. Like, bottom of the barrel shit. Like, scraping the scum off the bottom of the barrel. Insane, screeching nonsense. Like, it's terrible shit. You have to actually have mental illness to like that content. So, I don't care about that guy.
And now a quote from DSP. It's not typical for cats to only have the front claws removed. It's usually both front and back. Then we have Repsy. Stop with the lies.
But who knows? All right. By the way, they're recommending a medium high C. Now, high C, what is that, orange? Orange high C is all right. So I guess we get a medium orange high C with your Minecraft meal. I guess we'll see. That's terrible. It's bad. I swear it used to be better when I had high C when I was a kid. You know, you're talking the 1980s. That's awful. It's like super duper fake. Like, it doesn't taste like citrus. Doesn't taste like orange. It just tastes like sugar and a little bit of sourness to it. Like, there's nothing there that tastes like orange at all. Oh, it's like drinking a liquid sweet tart or something. That is nasty.
Then one thing I was surprised DSP did not talk about is that Billy Mitchell won a lawsuit against Carl Jobs for defamation. You would think DSP would take this to dunk all over the detractors, but nope. He said it's not news. And can you imagine the meltdown, the unhinged rant he would have had if he would have talked about this and connected it to his detractors? But of course, it's only defamation if it's a lie though, and everything the detractors say is the truth. DSP then says today he wants $900, and if you give him $900, he will shave off his beard and order McDonald's. And not only that, he said for $1,800, he would take his shirt off, just like RTU. You know he's desperate when he's willing to go shirtless for money. And this is something DSP's been doing a lot lately, is he'll make up a question, make up a person, just so you can answer it and jump into begging for money. And let's hear some of the begging from DSP today.
Okay. So now we actually are into the second half and downhill stretch of the stream, and the tips are the support. We're at 76. Guys, let's go. Let's get some support now. Let's get a big tip to beat the $10 top tipper. Let's get a big super chat to beat the $10 top super chatter. Let's get more than one sub here today on the stream. We have hit the goal every single time we played this game so far. That momentum is amazing. It's allowed me to enjoy a classic RPG from my youth. I want to keep doing so. Let's hit the...
And right before that, guys, I've been streaming for almost 3 hours now. We've only raised 56 bucks. Come on. We only have 2 more hours to raise $844 if you want to see me shave off my beard. Wouldn't it be funny? That is right, he wanted $900 in one stream. Not for the day, in one stream. And would you look at that? 13 kick subs from a brand new account that has never talked in chat before. I wonder where I've seen that before. Then we have Smokey MC. There's no way DSP wants $900 review McDonald's on stream. This can't be real.
I know if we'd hit $900, oh, at the Fortress. Oh, thank you, Ryu. If we had hit $900 of support, like I had said, we could have had McDonald's Minecraft meals today, and I wouldn't be hungry. But, you know, we didn't hit $900 of support.
Then Smokey replies to that video and says, well, I'll be damned. Then it looks like Lance Catamaran started gifting 13 subs, and this is on April 1st, and he's been following since March 30th. But the support was still not there. And DSP is getting desperate, pulling out some of the vest streak, begging, come on guys, every time we played this, we've hit the goal. We don't want the streak to end, dude.
Out of time, guys. This is it. This is the home stretch of the stream. If you've enjoyed Sweet Coden up to now, you've had a good time. If you want more, if you want Sweet Coden 2 this summer, if you want to keep the streak alive, we've been doing every single time I played this game, we've hit the goal. Let's hit the goal. Every little bit counts right now. Let's get a $2, a $3, a $5, a $10, a $20, a $30, $40, $50, $60, $70, $80. Let's do it. Let's get an $80 tip right now. That would exceed the goal. That's fine. Let's do it. Last chance, literal last chance, everybody. No, nothing's coming in, guys. I don't think we're gonna hit the goal, which really sucks. I really enjoyed having it this entire time that we played this game. It's been a cool thing to say, hey, every time we're playing a classic RPG from my past, that people actually supported it in droves. But I was always wondering how long it was gonna last. And I did not think it would last the entire playthrough. It sucks. I wish it did. But I guess that's reality. Nicholas says, I will play the remaining amount if you stop begging and play the rest of the game, or just keep playing the game. Well, I'm leaving in like 2 minutes. So it doesn't really work that way, does it? You do realize the reason that I am doing it is because I didn't hit the amount yet. So obviously, if I hit the amount, then I would stop. Right? Alright, how about this? I will recruit the final blacksmith, and that's the end of the stream. Okay, let's do it. Let's recruit the final blacksmith right now. So everyone who wants to make it happen right now. This is the last chance. I was not trying to extend the length of the stream. He idiotically went right back on top. How dumb. Alright, the final flight. Let's go. Let's hit the goal. For Suikoden. With that, we are now at 62 left to go to hit that goal. 62 left. Let's hit the goal. Maybe discount the bat. Alright. I will do a discount. How about this? Alright. If someone right now on Kick gets us to the goal, which would be 10, 12, 13 subs, you can have all the badges. You can have the OG, and you can have the VIP badges for 13 subs. But this is the only time I'm ever going to offer that. Right now, for 13 subs. You can have it so we hit the goal. Alright, well, no one's going to take it. Which is fine. Still a great stream. Sucks that the streak ended, but it's all good. It's all good, guys. A lot of trolls. I'm taking care of them. Tons of trolls, I know. Lance Catamaran just dropped 13 subs over on Kick. Can you believe it? Lance Catamaran. Badoom. Thank you, Lance Catamaran. No, I was not expecting that. I don't think Lance has ever gifted a sub before.
What were you saying, PPP, you bitch, in my chat? He was in my chat just a few minutes ago, saying, oh, big, piggy, big. Yeah, guess what? I still hit the goal, bitch.
Isn't that surprising? That people actually like me and want to see me play games? Instead of be a fucking fake drama queen bitch like you wanted me to be? Oh. What are you doing in my stream? Don't you have a fucking life? Sitting in my chat watching me play Suikoden? Like you give a fuck. Like you even know what that is. Fucking pea brain. Anyway.
We've done it. Because that is... 13 is 50, that's 65.
So, yeah, we did it. We're 158.
Lance Cameron, if you are here in the chat, alright, let me know if you want the VIP and OG badges for yourself or if you want to give them to someone. Tag me in the chat right now so I know, alright?
And look at that, Slayer, DSP's mod. I might get the Minecraft McDonald's meal today for lunch. Oh, trust me, I wish you did get Minecraft today. Now you've heard him call his wife mother, but now DSP is going to call his aunt his wife.
What prompted me to choose Washington State from leaving Connecticut? My aunt lived here. What prompted me to choose Washington State from leaving Connecticut? My aunt. What prompted me to choose Washington State from leaving Connecticut? My aunt lived here.
And he still won't take responsibility. He doxed himself in the past, and he's still blaming the detractor, saying they photoshopped his address, which led him to being doxed.
No, I never posted my condo address on YouTube for no reason. I was doxxed within 2 days of moving across the country, so enjoy your block, you stupid idiot. That literally never happened. I never posted my address anywhere publicly. Anything you've seen is a Photoshop, but you're a moron who believes everything. Okay.
Of course, the truth is, he left the mail on his table while filming a video, and it showed his address. He doxed himself. Then he started playing that Korean weird Sims game, and of course his character has to take a dump, and DSP has to say he's having one of those spiky poops where it hurts on the way out. And he refused to play the game until he got more money, because at this point he's only at $2. So let's see how DSP does in this Sims game.
Can I deserve a vacation on the beach? Well, you know, we've been talking about possibly if we were to go on a vacation, like where would we go and what would we do? And I think our consensus we're coming to now as we're getting older, we want to go somewhere where it's just time for us, kind of relaxing, alone, not a lot of people, whether that's some kind of a resort where you can get away from people or whatever. But like, that's what we really want to do. We don't really want to be going to a tourist trap. We don't really want to be going to a place where it's going to be like constant stress and travel. We just want to like go somewhere where it's like relaxing. I don't know. Where would that be? Up in a lodge in the mountains and leave us alone? I don't know. Where it is me. Let's get up close. Oh, look, he has a liver spots. Yo, why'd they give my Zoe liver spots? I don't have liver spots in real life. I don't have those blemishes on my skin. That's kind of offensive. I'm only supposed to be 40-something. They act me look like 70. Wow. How was dinner? It was very, very mid. It was just turkey tacos. Who made the tacos? My wife did. This is an English breakfast, is it? That's not an English breakfast. Hell no. Look. I don't think the Koreans know what an English breakfast is. That's just bacon, eggs, and 2 tiny tomatoes. That's a good breakfast. I would eat that. But an English breakfast is crazy. English breakfast is what? Isn't it like beans, toast, like 17 kinds of meat, all kinds of stuff. That's definitely not an English breakfast. What do you mean it's not time yet? Yes, it is. My work is in less than an hour. I need to get there. Look, my work is at 9 o'clock. It's 8:18. What the fuck? I'm gonna be late. Go to career tab. What the hell is a career tab? There is no career? Okay. My career recruitment. What about it?
What do I do?
My career. Days worked 0. What do I do? Work hours. Look.
What
Career
do I
path.
do? What do I
Resign. There's no way to say go there.
What do I do?
It doesn't say go there.
What do I do?
Instead, look what he's doing. He's punching a vending machine.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
I can't even move. I'm stuck. What is this bag? Paper bag.
What do I do? What do I do?
Yeah, I don't know.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
It's already 8:30. It's still not triggering me to go to work, so I guess I'm going to be late. The game doesn't have anything to explain how to go to work.
What do I do?
I'm lost.
What do I do?
I don't have a car.
What do I do? 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 What do I do?
I want to go to work. I can't. I don't know how.
What do I do? 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 What do I do?
We're 8:43. It's about to be 8:45. I'm going to be late for work.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
It's 8:45. I'm still not being told to go to work. Look.
What do I do? What do I do?
Spawn Killer did a $2 super chat. There's a pop-up notification when going to work. Do you see a pop-up notification anywhere? There's 12 minutes.
What do I do? 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 What do I do?
5 minutes.
What do I do? What do I do?
What? Greed is.
Wow, look at all these pop-ups.
What do I do? 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 What do I do?
I'm already late. What do you mean go? I'm already late.
What do I do?
I hit go. Where is he going?
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
How am I going to work?
What do I do?
A taxi arrived. But you're already late. You're going to work at 9:08.
What do I do?
What just happened? What's happening? The fuck? What's going on?
What do I do? What do I do?
I'm stuck. I can't.
Confused.
I can't do anything. Where did I go?
What do
I disappeared. I was sucked into an alternate dimension. I can't go to work.
What do I do? 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 What do I do?
No!
I don't know what to do. I'm gone. How do I even do anything? Look. I can't. I'm stuck. I can't do anything. What am I supposed to do?
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Can I see myself? Click to focus. Where am I? Shoulder view. This is the shoulder view? Whoa, I have a shadow, but I'm invisible. What the? I have a shadow, but I'm invisible. What is happening? Can I move? No, I'm frozen. I'm a ghost.
What do I do?
I'm a ghost.
What do I do?
I tried to go to work and I died, and my body just instantly vaporized, and now I'm dead and I'm a ghost because I can see my own shadow, but I can't move. I'm tethered to the sidewalk, and there's nothing I can do.
Ding dong die. Ding dong die. Oh.
What am I supposed to do? Hit fast forward. Well, Spawn Killer had done that $2 super chat, says there was going to be a pop-up notification. There was, but it made no sense. You're already late. Why would there be a pop-up at 9 that says go to work now when you're late? And then I got a $2 super chat from a troll. So thanks for the $2 super chat, stupid. All right, we're now at $59 of support. Let's keep it going, guys. Let's hit that goal tonight. We got about 45 minutes left on the stream. Okay. I literally don't know what to do. Like, what am I supposed to do right now?
What do I do? What do I do?
This just sucks. I wanted to see the job. I wanted to live the job and see what you need to do and see if you can level up your skills. It just doesn't work.
What do I do? What do I do?
Okuchan says some jobs don't have a physical location designed yet. Your Zoid sits in a taxi till the shift is over. Try fast forwarding to the end of the shift and see what happens. That is awful.
What do I do?
How stupid is that?
What do I do?
And how stupid is it to wait? You want to wait to fast forward? Like,
what do I do? What do I do?
8 times. So he just sits in the taxi and gets paid for it. For some reason, I want to play with a beach ball even though I'm at work. This is great. This is top level stuff. I really did want to simulate a workday in the game and see what it was like and see if I could like get a job skill or have work interactions with coworkers. It doesn't exist. How lame is this? Alrighty, everyone. Welcome back to Enjoy. This is only my second session. We have an hour left tonight, and the deal is I have to get to work, but I don't know how. I can't figure out in-game how to actually get to work. Here's the schedule. Look, how do I go there? I can't, no matter what I click, it doesn't let me go there. It just says remove. That's it. It doesn't show you how to get to work. And it doesn't appear to be on the map. Xenosef, no one on the Kick Chat is tagging me or talking to me, so that's why I'm not interacting. If people did, I would. So, anyone know how to actually get to work? Go outside. How do you do that? There you go. Ooh, programming has hit level 2. Bill Burnell has reached programming level 2. Now we can say this Zoe is like a friend to computers. They can develop a wider range of programs on the computer. As their level increases, program quality improves, and completed programs can now be sold. Ah! That's good. You make money with the programs you make in your free time. That's neat. All right. Time for bed. Why is this a sleeping outfit? We've got to fix that. The game thinks that this is an acceptable sleeping outfit. I don't understand. Why is the karma of my... What's going on? What the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? What? Why did I die? Why did I... Why did I just die? I had 1 day of work. What happened? You can't make it up. What happened? And do stuff. Okay? So, that's what I think I should do. Maybe if we play this again, make a completely new character that's not me, have him go to one of the other 3 locations, or other 2 locations, and just do different stuff. I think that might be the best course of action, right? Unless you guys just don't like it enough to see it again. Like, I think it's all right. I would like to see the other cities. Like I said, there's other jobs and things apparently that are available in the other cities and other things to do. But I don't even understand why I just died. I don't even get it. So I hit programming level 2 again, which is what I did last time. And then it's going to be time to sleep. So here it is. See, hold on. It says you're in a risky state. I died again!
This was absolutely hilarious because you know, if this happened in real life where he had to get a real job, after 1 day, he would probably die because he couldn't handle it. He also broke his PC in the game, which was hilarious. Then DSP is making excuses for his character in the game why they're fat. And he says, he has like a synthetic belly, you're right. I don't even look like that in real life. I'm skinnier than that in real life. I made the character skinny, but his clothes wear fat on him. Then despite him in the past saying he was a bodybuilder, he now says he's never been to the gym, nor was he a bodybuilder, and the money wasn't there. And of course, what he does from time to time is he'll run the slideshow, then come back and joke that he got a contribution. Almost like a hint like, come on guys, last chance, you gonna support me? Come on dudes. But he's been doing it more and more often. And he ended up at $83. And he was talking about how he might wage quit this game as well. And it looks like there might be another video game made about DSP, this time from Kino Casino.
Folks, let's hit the goal 150 away. And you know what I'm going to be doing? We were working on it last time, but here it is. Me and Psycho, and I have a programmer now, are working on the DSP game called Donos Please Dense Survival Protocol, the Oregon Trail style game that you have to stream all day and random events happen. Manage your stress, pay your bills, and feed your wife. And you have to choose. Yeah, like at the end of the week, there's like you have to pay bills, HOA, and feed your wife, and manage your trolls and your mods.
Now the really funny part about DSP saying, I only have a cat, I don't have anything else in the house, is this. From his Throne account, under his wish list, is a bunch of fish stuff. Why would you have that on there, Phil? And then remember last week, 40,000 views on Smart Guys. And DSP claimed it was the most watched Smart Guys in history. Well, guess what, guys? At this point, it was down to 6,000, which makes it the second highest viewed Smart Guys. And the highest viewed one was the very first one with PPP. Funny how that works out. And that brings us to Wednesday. And because support was low yesterday, You know what that means? It is time for the one-time offer that happens every day. The OG badge offer on Kick. And would you look at that? After 1 day of low support, a brand new random sock account, It's a Me Ken, dropping hundreds of dollars, 21 subs. Remember yesterday when DSP wanted $900? Well, he definitely got that today. Then we have Otter. DSP has hit his goal, so no more begging, I guess. DSP's world has endless goals. You hit one, there's another. Hit another one, there's another one. It's like a circle, going round and round, it never ends. And then DSP did his coverage of the Nintendo Switch 2. He didn't look at the trailers, he looked at websites, he looked at articles, he looked at Twitter, but didn't actually watch the presentation of Switch 2. And then DSP noticed the Joy-Cons are magnetic to the Switch 2, and he said magnets aren't that strong, okay? And he believes people are just going to try to rip it off and break it, even though on the back of it there's a release button. But I can see Phil absolutely destroying this thing. Then DSP found the most innovative part of Switch 2, the chat feature, which to me looks like a knockoff of Discord. And you also have to pay a monthly subscription in order to use the chat function. And there's also another feature where the Joy-Con becomes a mouse. And DSP said, oh, the common person, they don't know about that, and they wouldn't care about that because they don't know how to use it. And then people brought up that Korean Sims-like game, and he said, oh, everyone hates it, it's getting trashed everywhere. And we see customer reviews, very positive, 83% of 12,000. And that's what DSP likes to do. If he doesn't like it, that automatically means no one else likes it, because he thinks he's the common man. And he also trashed it for not being finished. And keep in mind, it's an early access game. That is right, he trashed an early access game for not being finished. Let that sink in. And DSP thinks 4K support instantly means everything the Switch runs will require ridiculous storage. Then we have Detractor Beam. Bro.
Available only on the Nintendo Switch 2. Elden Dark Soulsborne.
Nailed it. Gallows said.
And DSP kept saying over and over every single time he talked about Nintendo, stop rewarding Nintendo for the bad behavior. DSP on this day, I want the Switch 2. And as Blank Stroking Effin' Phil Vlogs points out, what a strange coincidence that the day after trying and failing to hit $900 in one stream, Phil has now raised $750 plus in less than 2 hours. Nothing suspicious at all. And DSP thinks that because he signed up on Nintendo website, it'll give him access to pre-orders next week. And as JG Win points out, he didn't read all the information as the emails won't go out until May 8th. And despite him saying, I'm gonna buy the Switch, he said Nintendo was nickel and diming the customers. Remember, same guy that charges daily DLC in the form of gold rewards. Then goes on to say about the mouse that's built into the Joy-Cons, the common gamer apparently won't know how to use a mouse because they won't have a table. He was also confused how the Switch 2 could have 3D audio. Then DSP said 1 terabyte is standard for portable storage, which is absolutely incorrect. And then this is absolutely funny. So one of the biggest defenders of DSP is PWR. And people are gaslighting him. Casino is bringing people over to sub to him to build his numbers so he gets bigger than DSP. And on this day, PWR, a streamer with 1,000 subs and a week of live streaming, 207 live viewers. And DSP, a streamer with over 200,000 subs and 17-year internet legacy, 237 live viewers. And then we see another person, Buster Blade, $50 to make it 1,000. That is right, he got over $1,000 on this stream. And he says because he has $1,000 now, he's gonna order a meal from McDonald's. What a great reward. You give him $1,000, he eats McDonald's in front of you. This is why you're dented. And then DSP did not get 1 Happy Meal. He did not get 2 Happy Meals. He got 3 adult Happy Meals. That is right. He ate 3 adult Happy Meals on stream. Then says the Minecraft Nether Sauce has no real flavor profile. But he did say it's extremely hot and spicy. Then DSP complained that the nuggets were bland, And then he tried the sauce, the nether sauce, and it was way too spicy for him, and he complained, "Your choice is bland nuggets or way over the top spicy nuggets." And as Banana Jones points out, DSP could have got extra sauce that wasn't spicy on the side. Then DSP was complaining that he has to eat unhealthy fries because of the spicy sauce. That is right, you gave him $1,000 and he's complaining he has to eat this food. Then we have P-Wop. Who needs a napkin when you can just wipe the grease into your hair?
Devour.
Yeah, I guess that your kid shouldn't be eating too many fries. This was over $6, but for this meal, for the record. But that's probably with the delivery cost increase and everything, you know, because you're ordering it for delivery. So tiny fries.
And he ended up with $1,083 just on the first stream. So I'm sure he's not gonna beg at night, right? Then he decided to get apple slices with his Happy Meal, and he said, "I want to get the apple slices and see what they're like." This is a 43-year-old man reviewing apple slices on YouTube. This is where we're at right now. This is DSP Tries It, reviewing apple slices. But that wasn't all, dudes. He got the toys too. But remember, he's not a children's entertainer. Then on the night stream, he begged his way to $257. Of course, 90% of this came from one person. Then look at this. Look at this thumbnail. Absolutely disgusting in many different ways. But not only is he showing 3 fingers in this thumbnail, DSP is showing 3 fingers in the Daily Rap thumbnail as well. And it looks like Street Panda has come out with Dave's big coloring book, which is all about DSP, and it cost $16.51. Then even Smokey MC is coming out with DSP videos now, specifically how he wants $900 to eat McDonald's. And now we get to talk about Thursday, where DSP is going to show off his next host for Smart Guys. And spoilers, it's a meth head. No, not River Rejection, a different meth head. And we start off with DSP in the chat. We have more Switch 2 stuff today. Lots, actually. And DSP has said he does not want to do his 100 goal marathon right after his birthday because he'll get less support. That is right. He outright said, "I want to milk you more. Give me more money. Shut up and give me more money." And despite DSP never playing any Nintendo games, he says he has to get the Switch 2 because he's a content creator. And he wants the Switch 2 purely just to unbox it and show it off. He even said a lot of the games he doesn't care about. And then according to DSP, he said Nintendo was always consumer friendly, despite his hate boater always being on Nintendo and saying they fucked this up, they fucked that up, they don't know what they're doing, don't reward bad behavior. But now he's saying, oh, they were always consumer friendly, dude. Also, Nintendo doesn't understand the market, and also says he has to buy a Pro Controller. Now imagine, DSP, if you played with the Joy-Cons that actually came with the system. I mean, what a crazy idea instead of spending like $80 on a controller. Then also said Nintendo doesn't care about its audience, and they're always putting out bad products and doing bad things, and that they need to be taught a lesson. And in the same sentence said he's buying a Switch too. And then someone asked him about PlayStation, Xbox, and DSP says he doesn't hold Xbox or PlayStation to the same standards as Nintendo because they don't tout themselves as being innovative. And then DSP had this to say about rice.
People live till their 90s. Do I look like a 4 foot tall, like Chinese Asian, woman? Those people who always say, oh, they live to 115. You see them. It's like a tiny Asian person who probably has eaten nothing but rice their whole life. It's like, yeah, that they live because it's like a crazy fringe situation. Us people who've been eating crap processed foods, I grew up in a smoke environment with my mother smoking all the time. Yeah, I've drank, I've done these things. My body will not survive till I'm 115. I'll probably live till like 70, maybe. I guess we'll see. It'd be nice. No, I'm not going to smoke a doobie on stream.
Phil, to be honest with you, it's hard to picture you with how you take care of your body, making it past 50. Then DSP says he wants $3,000 on one normal stream, so not a marathon, to prove he can do it. Of course, what this is him trying to prove to Kino Casino that he can make $3,000 on a stream without them. Then I also put at the bottom, funny how he wants $900 and $3,000 streams around tax time. Then Smokey put out his video on DSP begging for $900 to eat McDonald's. And look at this, PWR. I peed my pants for this game / the original Ape Returns / taking your calls. 231 people watching. Then we have DSP Gaming, chill, podcast recapping yesterday's madness. 144 people watching. Phil, the dents are outstreaming you. This is getting sad, Phil. And then 301 people watching PWR and 125 people watching Yakuza. And on Pirate Yakuza, he made $155. And it's funny how at the very end of the stream, the support started coming in to barely hit the goal. And DSP is feeling the heat from PWR, as now PWR is a banned word in DSP's chat.
And by the way, since we've been covering him, we've been promoting him in order for him to get more viewers than Phil, which now has worked.
He's already been getting more viewers than Phil.
Like 240, 300. And now DSP is turning on PWR because he's upset that he has more viewers and is banning anyone who mentions PWR in chat. So remember, folks, do not mention PWR in chat. All right. With that being said,
if you're ever wondering what a dent goes through when they support DSP, when they feel bad for him, we have PWR here who gave up pretty much all his money to Phil because he thought Phil needed help. And it got to the point where PWR couldn't even feed himself because he was giving all his money to Phil.
Eaten in my car, and yes, I did get Burger King, but it was literally only like a one single cheeseburger. You guys been watching DSP? I watched last night's stream. I donated about $35 last night.
Buddy! Okay, he donates $35 to Phil. Holy, the dentedness of it all. We got a dent alert, dent alert, dent alert.
Phil, I just wanted to give him a little bit of positivity. His birthday's coming up. What's my favorite hockey team? I don't like effing hockey, dude. I don't like effing hockey. I hate hockey, actually. Alright, what's up, dude? 35? Yeah, I'm 35 years old. Oh, you're talking about the money I gave to Phil. Yeah, it sucked because last night I wanted to give some positivity and then I got on today. Or I got up today and I was freaking hungry. And I was like, man, I don't know if I should have donated that.
Oh, boys! Oh, no!
I asked.
No, she can't get Burger King. I asked.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid, man, because I am pretty actually hungry. I literally had to, like, get change for my freaking car that I had.
Oh,
and
my
literally...
God.
Whoa.
Digging through the seats of the car, the cup holder, the fucking everywhere. Just trying to count his pennies to get a cheeseburger.
He's checking the hoodies in the closet.
This is the quality of fan that Phil has.
Buy like one single cheeseburger and I was still hungry, dude. Somebody asked, do I like Wendy's chili? Actually, yes, I effing do. Yeah, I did tip Phil. He was saying he really needed support last night, and I thought I had more money than I did. I think I only had like $48 or something.
Imagine 35 years old.
48 bucks?
$48 in his checking account.
Maybe.
And he chose to give 80% of his worldly wealth to Dark Side Phil.
And recently, DSP has said he wants to quit Disco Elysium because attendance is down, chat is disengaged. However, the same thing has happened in Pirate Yakuza but Phil still wants to play it no matter what. And someone's gonna ask him why this game gets a pass when other games do not.
It says, why does Yakuza get a pass for having under 200 viewers, but other games, it's a problem? What are you talking about? Really, I swear people like to make stuff up. Have I not always said, literally, it's not about attendance at all. It's about engagement, and it's about support, or a combination of attendance, engagement, and support, okay? I am a streamer who's doing content for the public. I'm not just playing games for myself, right? If I'm an audience that's enough to support a game, whether that's they're showing up, they're watching, they're talking with me, they're watching after the fact, they're leaving comments, they're liking the videos, and then there's support, whether that's people live on stream that support the stream, whether it's people on demand, maybe after the fact, who are leaving super thanks, perhaps they're leaving tips after the fact and saying, hey, this is for Pirate Yakuza or whatever. As long as all that adds up, it doesn't matter how many people are on a stream, okay? When I play certain games, I'm always going to get more attendance. If I'm playing a competitive multiplayer game, a hype AAA new release, you'll always get more people on those streams, all right? It's just a natural thing. This is a game now that I've been playing over 20 hours. It has tons of content, lots of investment of time, tons of dialogue. It's not for everyone, and we all know that, right? Like, we're well aware that Pirate Yakuza, any Yakuza game, any Like a Dragon game, they're only for a certain audience. I've been playing these games for over 10 years now. People love when I play them, but it's not a wide audience. It's a small group of people who really like when I play this style of game. I don't need to have every stream have a ridiculous amount of viewers, have a ridiculous amount of engagement, or having a ridiculous amount of support, as long as it all evens out, correct? Now, obviously, my goal is to have a certain level of engagement, views, and support, but you're not always going to hit it. Particularly with this game, you're right. We're not bringing in 400, 500 more viewers. It's not happening. But for those that are here, it's kind of cozy. We have fun interactions. We have fun discussions, right? It's good. It's fun. It's also relaxing. It breaks up my other content. I enjoy these games, and I did question it. If you weren't paying attention, back earlier this year, before I started playing this about a month ago, I did play it. I said, you know, I wonder if people are going to show up for Pirate Yakuza. And then they did. People started showing up and engaging and supporting. Now, do we hit the goal every time? No. Do we have good attendance every time? No. But there are times when we do. It's fine. Here's a real question. Why do you care so much? Is it even your concern or business what I decide to do on my stream? I'm a variety streamer. I play whatever I want. And some of it works, some of it doesn't. Sometimes we stop playing a game. Sometimes we play a game at length. Isn't it my prerogative to decide what I stream? If you don't like what I'm streaming on this stream, you just, oh man, don't like Pirate Yakuza, it doesn't even get viewers, why is Phil playing it? Come back tonight, there's Smart Guys, my wrestling commentary show. Tomorrow is Suikoden, and Street Fighter 6 returning for the first time in over a month. Next week, we'll have a new game in South of Midnight. We're probably going to return to Call of Duty. Why would you complain? I mean, I'm sorry that there's not immediate gratification for every single person on the planet, but I can't do that. I have an audience that's varied, that are from different kinds of particular likes and dislikes when it comes to gaming, different walks of life, different places around the world. I can't please all the people all of the time, right? It's just not possible. So I don't concern myself with that. As long as overall, people enjoy my stuff, people are coming back for the stuff they like, and they're supporting it, why on earth would I be so concerned, right? Now, there are times when it's confusing, and I have to ask the audience, what do you think? But right now, we're doing good. Right now, literally everything I'm doing is doing well. We're getting people who like the content and are supporting it. So why? There's no concern here. If anything, it's my concern, not yours. You don't have to worry. You're just a viewer. Isn't that great? You can just sit back and relax and watch the content and not have to worry about if Phil's getting views or money. You don't have to worry about that. That's my business, right? Why are you in my business even asking this? Anyway.
And now the irony of DSP calling out simps in the Yakuza games and how it's bizarre to DSP. Well, I'm sure Only Iced Coffee can explain it to you, Phil.
I hope you're ready because we're going to have the best day together. Look at all these dumb simps. Can you imagine? I mean, this is a real culture. You guys understand this, right? Like, this isn't like imaginary. In Japan, they have culture like this. obviously this girl is just there to make money. She's not really going to be friendly with these guys. She's not going to have a personal relationship with any of them. They shelled out insane amounts of money to go on a tour where she's just going to, like, be talking on a mic or whatever. Like, how bizarre. And this is their culture. It's so odd. Of course. You see what I mean? Like, what is happening here? This is a literal real culture. This idol fandom in Japan is like this. And I don't understand it. Like, okay, in the United States, there's definitely idols and fandom. But, for example, think about the Kardashians, right? The reason the Kardashians are rich is because they had a TV show, and then that let them brand out into other products that people buy. There's no one who's, like, literally following the Kardashians around in real life, tossing money at them. You know what I'm saying? Spending all of their time on that. There are obsessed fans, but this is like, they've actually commercialized obsessed fandom in Japan and almost made it feel more mainstream and acceptable. Like in the United States, there are people like this, but they're like on the fringe. They're like not accepted. They're the weirdos of society. In Japan, this is a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is an actual obsessive thing, and it's okay. Like, oh, that's fine. Like, I don't think it's fine. I mean, maybe, again, I don't live in the culture. It just seems, as an outsider, it just seems so bizarre to me. You know what I mean? Like, these guys could be spending time having real-life, meaningful relationships with other people. They could actually be having, you know, getting married, having families, but instead, they're spending all their time and money obsessing and following someone who is just there to make the paycheck, to suck that money and pay to a corporation. Because really, the whole idol industry is corporate in Japan. The management, the training, even the music is not real. It's all manufactured and then slapped on a group. So I just don't get it. But I guess if you grow up in that culture and it's part of life there, then maybe it just seems a lot more normal. To me, it just seems bizarre, doesn't it? Like, I don't know, man. All right. My manager has always been by my side, and I'm thrilled to announce we're, drumroll please, getting married. That's great. Although, isn't it true that in the idol culture, you're not allowed to have a relationship or get married? Like, that's part of it, is that if that happens, right, then basically there's no appeal anymore because these simps won't figure out that no matter how much money they spend, they'll never get with the idol. So they purposefully can't be in a relationship at all. So this actually is kind of breaking the cultural norms of idol culture in Japan right now. Okay.
And of course, he titles this video about Yakuza, Simpin' Ain't Easy. And then the second guest co-host was revealed, and it is Cypress TV. I know you're thinking, who the hell is that effing coward? Well, it's his mod, a simp, and a cuck all mixed into one. And he started off trash talking PPP and the detractors. Guess what, guys? On Twitter in the past, Cypress TV has talked about smoking meth. I know, it's hard to believe that one of Phil's dents smokes meth. I know, it's surprising to me too. And then Cypress is gonna claim he was playing football, and that led to most of his teeth being knocked out.
Here for $2 tip. Hold on, because it closed on me. From... This says, this is some content I can sink my tooth into. I love it. I don't know what that's a reference to. Only one tooth?
It's probably a reference to my teeth. That's all. Try again. Try again.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, like, because when I played football back in the day, I got an elbow to the fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It gives you strength. Something these fuckers don't know nothing about.
You know, it's always hitting below the belt. It's always doing stupid shit. Like, who gives a shit? Who cares about this?
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I'm the one that actually dealt with it. These fuckers just talk about it.
We've got, let's see. Well, first of all, we had a couple memberships. It looks like we had...
And then Cypress kept going off about the detractors and how they give him a bad name and they run him through the mud. And we have Lester Johnson. How can this guy get a bad name when no one knows his name? Then we have Phil Collins with Stimpy from Ren and Stimpy, and it says co-host. And look at that. For the big event that is Smart Guys, 173 people watching. wow, this is a downfall from the 40K last week. And the new Kick Whale Lance Catamaran has gifted a sub to No Sleep Real Vibes and Kirk in a figure 4. Then we have $2 from the Last Paladin. Hey Cypress, are your mom and dad related? And man, look at Nightbot, MVP of the stream, dudes. We have a super chat from Fluffs. Will you tell the tooth and nothing but the tooth? And then this is the big brain observation that DSP had about Raw. It was about John Cena and the shirts he wears, and how he, DSP, doesn't like them. We have Cypress Snaggletooth. Please, God, put me out of my misery. Make it stop, please. Then we have Broside Phil, who compares Cypress TV's tooth to Chiclets. We have Darcy to Phil, shows Cypress TV and DSP, and it says, we're so in sync, we finish each other's dental records. Then look at that. At the end of the show, $75. Not a good sign, Cypress TV. But would you look at that? As he's signing out, anonymous $25 tip comes in. It's funny how it always happens at the end of the stream, but it wasn't done there. As a person that's never been in the chat before, never spoken before, drops enough subs to just make the goal even at the end of the stream. Funny how that works out. Then we have this from March 13th, where Cypress TV replies to PPP. Typical PPP jumping to conclusions. You're great at talking, keep talking, typing, coping, and you can warp reality in any way that makes you feel better about yourself. You like drama and have a hard time when people don't see it one-to-one like you. Well, just like Phil said, simping ain't easy. Then we see a picture of Lexi and her girlfriend at the zoo. Cypress TV, imagine simping this hard. And he says that to Darcy to Flo. And this is pathetic. One of the saddest things I've ever seen. DSP had to leave the first comment under Smart Guys, and he just says, first comment. And then Cypress TV again attacking PPP March 13th. Keep trying. YouTube mouth, Twitter fingers, you seem like the bitch. And not only is he a DSP dent/simp, he's also a dent for RTU. As RTU shows off his gun that he bought, and Cypress TV responds, the last thing you need is gun, please be safe. Then we have That Being Said, who shows off a list of total bans by person, and of course DSP is at the top, 833, and right below that is 351 with Yeet Mania. Cypress TV, shout out to Yeet Mania. That Guinness record plaque would look really nice hanging behind Phil. So most likely, Yeet Mania is Cypress TV. And then DSP puts this out on Twitter. Tonight's Smart Guys is now live. The special guest co-host is a member of the YouTube wrestling community and my moderator team, Cypress TV. And this was by far the best wrestling talk show I've ever done. So enjoy and leave feedback. And then we have Otter, Rambo, PPP, and Ralph crying downstairs right now. And finally, we get to Friday. Let's see how the week ended for DSP. As he put this out on Twitter, it's my final streaming day of the week. Switch 2 Madness continues, now with tariff wars affecting pricing. What will happen? Then we have some band names on Kick, including Be There Bother 2, Lotion Me Up, Darkside Dabbin, Mentally Unstable 220 Real, Rotten Teeth Smart Guy Yuck, Fat Ass Cat Sick Not Real, Parrot Burnell, Diane Rabbit Real, Dr. Disrespectful, Casino Always Wins, Bunny Out DMs Leak In, Tyrone Burnell Real, Can Derek Come Back Now, Leanna's Peaches Are Juicy, No Friends, No Family Real, and Kat Ozemic Supply Low. And DSP announced that he potentially wants to do different seasons of Smart Guys. And DSP says he wants to rotate hosts around, aka not pay them. Now that DSP is getting closer to his 100 goals hit, he is changing the reward. Before it was a viewer's marathon, you choose what to play. Now DSP has changed it to DSP Tries It. And why does he do that? To maximize money made on his birthday. What a scumbag. And DSP is trying to retcon his history with Kino Casino. saying that he only had one successful collab with Kino Casino, which was the RTU doc, which is when they reacted to the RTU documentary by June the King. And he has announced he wants $3,000 on a single stream to show he's successful and can make more than that stream. Of course, he did the same thing after Turkey Tom came out with his documentary and said, guys, come on, let's show them I'm not washed up. I'm not on a decline. Give me more money so I can look successful, dude. And DSP, who has an addiction to buying stuff, now says he will not get any more Topps card, the WWE cards. They're getting too expensive. And he said it's getting out of hand. He doesn't know why. Now keep in mind, a case of those top cards cost him $70. There's 4 packs in that case, and he charges $100 to open each pack, so that's $400. So you're spending $70 and making $400, but it's too expensive. Make that make sense. Of course, yet again, another day shitting on It's a Gundam. And then 10 minutes in, asking for support 11 times, momentum 4 times, and goal was said 5 times. He is absolutely desperate for something. Maybe tax time. Who knows? And not only does he want $3,000 on a normal stream, he now wants $3,000 on his birthday stream as well. That is right, he wants $6,000 at least between 2 streams. And now he's gonna beg for that $3,000 on his birthday.
Enjoy games and just be like, hey, it's another year here on the planet to enjoy each other's company. That's about it. I'm not looking for anything crazy, you know? Now, someone actually said to me, hey, Phil, what would be your overall goal? Like, if you had one thing that you wanted to accomplish in 2025, what would it be? You know, and I thought about it quickly. And my answer was simple. I was like, you know, what I'd like to do this year is prove that I can be successful, profitable, popular without some other guys collabing. Because last year, by far, the thing that got me the most attention was the Review Tech USA React event that I did with Kino Casino, reacting to his June the King documentary. It got the most views, it got the most attention overall, and it got the most support. So I would like to do something this year that will get me that level of, you know, notoriety and support, but what would it be? I honestly don't know. We're gonna have to think about this, you know. It'll be a tough thing to do, obviously, but if anything, like I said, like people were like, well, how well did you do during that event? And I was like, I know for a fact, like that one stream I made like $3,000 because I made over $1,000 in tips, and then the YouTube support was insane. We get tons of memberships and super chats, right? So 1,000,000%, I made like $3,000 that day. So if I could do something this year that beats that, I'd be like, there, I've proven my point. You don't have to be toxic. You don't have to be an internet bully. You don't have to be a jerk in order to be popular and make any kind of profits on the internet. You can actually be a positive influence on the internet and not have to bring down others to be successful. So we'll see. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. I don't know. I guess we'll figure this out. All right.
Then we have a quote from 43-year-old Phil Burnell. I wonder if you guys are excited for my birthday. Then in a moment that is absolutely delusional, DSP says it doesn't matter if Kino dumps on him because the internet has a more positive thoughts about him, and proof of that is because people actually want to be on Smart Guys. And I added this in. You mean the convicted sex offender and your simp mod. Then people kept saying, oh Phil, why are you dyeing your hair? And he said, oh, I don't dye my hair. If I was gonna touch up my hair, it would have looked better. My hair looks like crap. Seriously, that was his defense. People saying, oh, why do you dye your hair? And he goes, oh, my hair looks like crap. Phil Burnell, everyone. And then DSP announced he wants to do a WrestleMania show. And not only that, he wants $900 to open 9 packs of WWE Champions on that show. He also wants $100 for each shot on his birthday, and also wants a bunch of money for his 100 goal stream. And look at this. This thumbnail, absolutely cursed. I hate it so much. Then DSP thinks, oh, not a lot of people know that Trump is putting tariffs on products, and then he started explaining what tariffs are and what they mean.
What tariffs, okay? Well, if you didn't know, President Donald Trump has essentially clapped back at the world. What does that mean? The world has always instituted hefty tariffs against United States products. For example, Vietnam has something like a 90% markup on American goods. If anyone who lives in Vietnam wants to buy something from the United States, they have to pay a 90% tariff in order to get that item imported, okay? In behind them, how are they actually supposed to be helping the American people, right? I don't know. But then again, I'm not following politics right now. So maybe the answers are out there, and I just don't know because I haven't followed them. So, you know, again, this is just me generally talking. This is not me saying I'm pro or anti-tariffs. I just don't know about it to have an informed opinion. And I really wish that most people would be like that too. Like, I think it's pretty dumb that so many people act like they know something, but they don't know shit. You're just rolling with what you're being told. Right now, so this is pretty wild. I guess the question is this, right? Trump obviously thinks he knows what he's doing. He thinks that these tariffs are going to benefit the U.S., okay? He wouldn't purposefully do something that would hurt the country. He's the president. Why would he actually purposefully want to hurt the citizens of the country?
And DSP says if things are made in the USA, it'll be cheaper than if it was made in other countries, China, etc. And then this was funny. He mentioned everything he owns and he's like, none of this was made in the States. It was all made in China. What a great observation, Phil. What a great observation. Then goes on to say, things might happen, but also they might not happen, okay? Then he went on to say that it's okay if he drops a game, if it's not working or the audience does not enjoy it. It's a standard industry practice. Now this is also DSP, who his whole time on YouTube has always said, I'm different from everyone else. I don't go by the industry standard, I do my own thing. Now he's saying everyone else is doing it, so I can do it too. Then he told a really weird story, of course at his helicopter company job, about how he sold stuff to Donald Trump, he didn't pay for it. DSP likes to lie about lies. Then he's gonna go on to say that the common gamer cannot afford the Switch 2 prices, but he can.
However, what Nintendo doesn't realize here is very simple. This is not going to be supported by the common gamer anymore, because if you're making the Switch 2 a premium product, people expect premium results. Did anything we saw from these directs this week say premium? To me, what I saw was try to catch up with everyone else, not excel past everyone else. This is not, oh, our graphics are better. We have more features. We're just getting the same features as everybody else now, right? So the common gamer might be like, do you really think I'm going to drop $550 to $600 for the console, $100 for a controller, $200 for a memory card, $300 to buy 3 games? Do you think I have $1,500 to spend on Switch 2? The common person does not. Now, gamers and techie guys, content creators like me, yeah, we have the money to drop on it. We absolutely do. But the common person does not, all right? So this could actually significantly hurt Nintendo.
Then the common gamer DSP was holding gameplay hostage for $50. What a scumbag. We have Otter, looked in on DSP, just about have a break, under 140 viewers, $69 in support, begging hard, reminding them every previous stream has hit the goal. His channel is tanking hard. And look at this, DSP, 138 people watching, PWR, 435 people watching. That is sad, Phil. That is sad. And DSP is still not learning about RPG overload. His audience doesn't want it. So guess what he does? He announces he's gonna be playing more RPG games in the summertime. Now he's gonna say he got lucky. He got all of his stuff before the tariff stuff happened. And said he bought and upgraded all his tech. And as an example said, gaming PC, streaming PC, and PS5 Pro, which PWAP points out, 2 out of the 3 were donated.
I just literally upgraded my entire setup, right? I got a mid to high end gaming PC, a great capture streaming PC, all this tech, a PS5 Pro. I've got everything that I need right here. So I don't have to spend any money right now. If I did, I might be spending double what I just spent to upgrade everything. So, whew, boy, it's like everything lined up perfect for me to be able to do everything at the right time, because I could have been fucked. Imagine if, like, right now I was going to upgrade my setup and I go to buy everything and everything's double price. Oh, my God. So,
And look at Joker in the chat. PWR, better than DSP. And of course, when support is low, we get the DSP quotes. We haven't had any contributions in over an hour, guys. Should be nice to get some. What an entitled jackass. And look at Nightbot holding down the chat. MVP right there. And then Flatman B, who, let's be honest, is Kirk, asking DSP to do more politics stuff every once in a while. And just like most of the other streams, he barely hit the goal yet again. Then we have Go Eater in the chat. This is not a troll. This is genuine criticism. Can you stop assuming that just because a game doesn't bring in $150 per stream that no one is interested? You know what happened after that? Ban, ban, ban. Gone. Forever. Then apparently, Dumpy Koala is trying to trick the detractors. He changed his name on Kick to Only Ice Infinite and deleted the Dumpy Koala channel. Not suspicious at all. Then of course, Street Fighter 6 Friday Night Fights. Jax Raxter is there. He sent a tip of $25. Phil did not read it out, and then Jax re-ups his membership just so he can give a message to Phil saying, "Did you get my tip I did earlier, Phil?" And every single time he brings it back, Street Fighter 6 that is, he threatens to quit it. This time, rage/wage quit. It was a perfect combination. Even Kino Casino was stream sniping him. So let's take a look and see how DSP did in Street Fighter 6.
it didn't come out. I lost because the game dropped my combo again. I did it right. Nothing I can do. I won. I outplayed her. I played perfectly. The game drops my combo. I did nothing wrong. I did the combo inputs exactly right. Right. What the fuck? It whiffs. I can't do anything. Hits me. Right. Right. Dude, can't do anything. Literally, oh look, the same button, I can't do anything. That's the game. The game is awful. The game is fucking crap. Wow, skip the animation. Everything is safe. Everything's a safe hit string. Every button I push is safe because this game fucking sucks. Literally no outputtings. Everything's safe. Safe, safe, safe. You suck. The game is awful. Why is this game so bad? Everything you do is safe, safe, safe. Your game is so terrible, man. Oh my God. No opening. Everything's safe. Everything. You press. What's this button? Safe, 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 safe. Then why am I playing a fighting game? All right, guys, 1 to 2 more matches and I'm out of here. So last chance to support the stream. Not even halfway. This is a final stream of the week. After an insanely awesome, well-supported week. Last stream, and we're not even going to get halfway to the goal because of this fucking shitty game. So I might literally just stop playing this. After an insane week to end it on a shitty fucking night of a terrible game and low support is really upsetting.
Unfortunately, Jax Raxter could not save the stream, and he ended at $73. So sad, so sad. This is like, what, the 8th time he's quit Street Fighter 6? Then in the daily wrap, DSP's gonna beg for his birthday and complain about Street Fighter 6.
Obviously, I'd like it to be a great day where I see a lot of people and obviously, you know, people come by and support.
And look at this thumbnail. This is a 43-year-old man who's gonna play Minecraft for his birthday and build Legos. Like, what are we even doing anymore? Then, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen it, go check out Pixar Animation. They have a brand new one out entitled Code 220. Now remember, when DSP was begging hard for $3,000, well, look at that. DSP spent $2,873 in WWE Champions. What a coincidence that is. And that was the week. If you guys like that, click that like, share the video, leave a comment below, hit subscribe. Subscribe my other channels on the details of the end cards. And as always, I love each and every one of you. Hope you're all safe, healthy, and happy. Peace and love.